Hey, what's up guys, Ian Dragon here. Today, on cover of another build. Not just any type of build. There's gotta be a free part of the build, and that is the John Wick build. And this particular one is the John Wick Chapter 1 build. So basically using the weapons that John Wick used in the first film, and I found this website which actually helps me a lot to get some of the guns put together. It's the website is called the Internet Movie Firearm Database, which gives me all the information on the weapons that you see in films or video games that you just don't know the name of the weapon and you want to find out more about it. Just type in the name of the film / game and post the IMFDB, and we'll give you all the information you need. So as for all the weapons I checked on the page, and it used a lot of the weapons. So first, let's look over the pistols. The first one is the Glock 17, or of course in Payday 2 will be called the Shimano 88. This was usually used by the assassins when they invade John Wick's home. They usually wield but this particular Glock with the tactical pistol light. And John Wick used them when he kills one of the assassins, use them and finish off the remaining assassins. And of course, there's other two signature pistols. One is the Glock 26, known as in-game the Shimano compact pistol. And of course, he's used this when he opens his hidden arsenal, hidden beneath concrete floor. And another weapon, of course, probably his most well-known pistol in the series, the HK P30L pistol, known as the contractor pistol in game. And it's fitted with a custom compensator. And I decided to put the night sights, which are these red things, on top. Which I presume he's probably use these, helpful during at night time or in dark areas, such as the nightclub fight scene and many others. So these are the free pistol he choose. And also the free primary weapon he choose. The very first one I have is the Car 4. Of course, in real life, they would call it the M4A1, but that's not the actual weapon that's been used. It's actually called the CA-415, which is the American version of the HK-416 assault rifle, which, of course, the HK-416 would be the bootleg. But I didn't choose this for a particular reason because it has a drum mag and the stock, and plus it does not come with a lot of attachments to make the actual in the film. So I choose the Car 4 to be a good example to fit the attachment what it needs. It uses the short barrel, the oval foregrip. It also equipped with the Magpul mag, which would be the L5 magazines, the holographic sight, and just for a better look, I equipped the exotic receiver, and of course John uses this weapon mostly fire outside the church, and also inside the church. Of course, that was the scene where John actually used burn one of the vault's money in the church and one of the Russians mobsters leaders hideouts. Of course, the other weapon choice John Wick wields is the KSG, or the Raven. Of course, he picked up mostly by one of the Russian mobsters' goon, which I don't know the name. And it's fitted with the holographic sight, as you see in the film. And for extra damage, I just go for the triple buck, which they don't tell you the ammunition it used in the film, so I just went for the triple buck to give it the. But not least, it is going to be the Desert Fox sniper rifle, or I like to call it the Desert Tech sniper rifle, but more particularly the DTA Stealth Recon Scout. This is a sniper rifle that John used when he sniped a few of the Russian leader's son goons outside, out of his his son's hideout. Just picked them off one by one. So these are the free weapons that John Wick uses in the first film. For his grenade, I chose the incendiary grenade, which he does use in the film. He used them to burn the money, pretty much burn the money or the vault inside the church, which are the black color incendiary grenades. And his melee choice is, without a doubt, the pen, or a pencil. I have no idea why they call it the pen, but one little detail I love about the pencil is, if you look closer at the writings, you know, the made in Great Britain, Fable Castle, but there's JW equals death. So I'm not really sure if John Wick actually carved out with that name, or just ask someone to actually put out his initial in, but that's a kind of cool detail. As for my skills, I try to be very close of movie style as possible, so I just go for some weapon skills, you know, increase their accuracy, stability. I also went with a few armor, you know, have a little bit more armor, which I see has some good protection with armor, bit of ammo. And also, I try to avoid using any skill that increase your magazine, because I want to be very accurate in the film as possible. And I notice every shot John Wick hits an enemy or an assassin, they always feel pain or stagger, so I pick heavy impact for it. Of course, I went ahead and get a few dodge skills, I guess, or mostly crit skills to help for concealment, and I have low blow ace. You got a few pistol skills, since he mainly uses pistols, and since he's good with brawls and martial arts, I take that. So, and of course the perk deck I'll be running is gotta be the Grinder. I know he's a hitman with the perk deck, but I find the Gambler to be Grinder to be a more fitting perk deck, because John Wick has plot armor. He doesn't die in 3 of his films, or the trilogy. Which, I mean, he survived explosions, gunfire, fist beating, and falling off a building, and he still come back on top. So I figured Grinder would be a really fitting perk deck for John Wick. And I also picked the lightweight ballistic vest because, well, the armor actually blends well with his suit. I went ahead for the collateral glasses, which is well, John Wick doesn't really wear sunglasses in the film, but for Payday 2 case, this is his signature mask, I should say. So I'll be rocking out with it. And I have no equipment, so I know he doesn't carry any of the first aid kits, so I'll just assume, of course, anytime I get hit, I'll just, or really need it the most, I'll just pretend I'll just go and grab first aid kit from a medic and use that to patch me up. Just get a little bit more realism there. So, and this time I will not include the bots with this because John Wick works alone. So without further ado, let's get into the action. Alright, here we are with Firestarter. I figured Firestarter would be a good example to show up the free builds and show up the 6 weapons. So I'll show them each day. The first 2 will be the Desert Tech and the Glock 26, respectively. So let's dive right into it.
Cut that fence and get down to the hangars. The Mendozas are in there.
So I figured John Wick's all about smuggling the operations, usually burn a lot of stuff, destroy
That plane must have dropped off the guns for Mendoza.
possessions.
Hurry up, guys.
So I figured destroying the weapons, I would probably do that first. So we'll just look around. Alright, there's the closest tank. Alright, let's start it off.
Gear up. We got a badass police force coming in. Come on, let's get a move on. Police coming in hot. 30 seconds.
In our case, I will try to avoid doing any manual or tactical reload. So I'm just gonna have to make sure I have to reload when there's no rounds. So it makes it more interesting.
This is the correct hangar. Back those guns and get ready to bring them back up to the van. Judging by the amount of bodies, this is the gear we are after. See if you can find a way to destroy the weapons or bring them to the van. Chop chop! The feds will be here any moment.
The Glock 26 has been really a underused pistol because there are a few others that just outshines it. So in terms of concealment wise,
Use that fire to destroy the weapons.
there's like way better pistol, and what probably makes it its downfall is the magazine capacity with 10 rounds, which is actually pretty low.
Taser down! Closer!
And while the Desert Tech sniper rifle offers some good concealment for a high damage,
That's 3.
when it compared to the other sniper rifles, it just, when it comes to the concealment, it's definitely not the highest, which is being the Dragunov being the highest. And usually other sniper usually beats it out in a certain degree, especially that this sniper rifle does not have a iron sight attachment like the Mosin gun or the Dragunov or even the Planet Plus sniper rifle.
Got the medic!
Just settle the drill, guys. Oh, be damned. They backed off. Now, make what you did count.
Of course, I definitely wouldn't recommend using this build on death sentence 1 down, as most of the other fun builds I have, they're just meant to have fun and try to, you know, usually replicate the other stuff from other films and games. And this is one of the reasons why I love about the arsenal of weapons in Payday 2 is that you can create many creativity and imagination you could possibly can.
Dozer! Got the dozer!
So there's really like no ends or no limits of a human's mind.
Good start. Now get the rest.
Which, why I never really got bored of Payday 2. I still play it, even for a game that's about to be, well, 6.5 years old. I still enjoy it because of the weapons. Alright, sweet. All 8 weapons are here, so...
Smart is stepping up, guys. This will get hairy. Are you sure you want to do this?
Got the medic! Taser down!
Wow, that was actually a lucky shot
Got the shield!
from that taser.
Don't let him up! AO is seriously hot! The AO is a ghost.
And of course, I actually enjoyed watching the
Almost there now. Just a few more bags.
John Wick films. I watched all 3. It was actually very enjoyable to watch. When I actually first heard of John Wick, what actually got me to know of actually the John Wick film is actually Payday 2. You know, when they announced it, that's going to be a character. A lot of people are not really appreciate having John Wick as a playable character back on PC.
Medic taken out!
Because a lot of people have no clue of who he is. And most of the time, the host would just
If you want to get the rest, that's up to you.
kick the player who's...
That hurts bad. Give me a medic bag. The AO is a ghost box.
Earn this breather. Now it's time to work. You just bought yourself a little time. Make the best of it.
And most of the time, people just kick the the player who plays as John Wick, and usually have a hashtag called Kick the Wick. What are you doing over here?
Situation is degenerating. We need bodies on scene.
So yeah, that
now.
was a thing, but I think everything cools down after it.
That was close. Good work disposing of those guns. Hector will move his army now. And we
Well,
will
that
have a
was
very
the
fine
first
payday
part.
indeed.
I will see you later in the day 2. Alright, for I started day 2, I switched to 2 weapons from the sniper rifle to the CAR 4, and of course the Glock 17. So let's get on with it.
This is an FBI auxiliary office. The Hornet's Nest. For the love of God, stay quiet. First thing, get inside.
Of course, normally John Wick, when he fires an assault rifle or usually other weapons, he usually fires in semi-automatic form. So I'll switch to semi-automatic here. And for the Glock 17 with the tactical pistol, it's actually the same weapon used by many of the guards.
Watch out.
Like the bikers, these guards here.
Okay,
So of course
good.
I'm gonna do this
Let's
loud.
find that server room.
And I'll just pretend,
I said take it easy. Feds woke up. Find the
I'll just
server
pretend
room
I'll
and
grab
get
his
out.
pistol. Let me grab that. Alright, there we go. Man, I really wish you can steal or grab our weapon on the ground and use that if your other weapons are out of ammo.
More security on the way.
You know, that would have been cool as a perk deck. Maybe a survivalist perk deck. You know, able to pick up weapons from the ground and use them until they're out of ammo. You just throw the gun away and switch back to the other,
That's the door. Get inside.
onto your original weapon.
Well, here come the damn cops.
So this is probably going to be interesting, how this weapon's going to work. This assault rifle I have is very bad accuracy. Of course, I would have more attachment with it, but
Get the next door.
like I said, I want to be very accurate as possible, so this is going to be very interesting. Plus, this is almost a similar weapon that the many of the enemies use. Well, except they have like a military laser module or a tactical laser sight. But I definitely recognize this weapon a lot on many of the hands of the enemy. Mainly the foregrip and the optic they use. And this is the rank I went for the holographic,
Give him hell.
as I picture it.
Cloaker! Cloaker's down!
Oh man, Cloaker. How does it feel that you can't kick me because I'm alone? With no bots, no other teammates. You're basically a bulldozer with lots of health. Well, of a SWAT. You're pretty much a SWAT with lots of health, and you make a noise. Like exact same noise as a car engine running.
Look out! Taser! Got the taser!
Holy God! 3 tasers?
Taser eliminated!
Man, usually they give you free tasers on death sentence. Usually I see two. Okay, you know what? This is where this would help. Of course. Oh, green bulldozer.
Dozer's here!
Alright, you wanna go switch for fully automatic?
Dozer out! Got the medic!
So yeah, that's usually the weapon the enemies use a lot. Of course, this is the taser variant. I recognize the yellow color. Has the holographic, has this sight, which looks like the other laser sight attachments, but barely used because it's just get outclassed by the military laser module or the LED combo, and they just coated it with black.
Okay, they locked the server. Get that barrier open. Stay frosty.
Got the medic! Taser spotted! Dozer! Got the taser! Dozer's dead! Medic taken out!
I'll just pretend I search for your corpse. Grab that. I'll deploy the first gate here.
First aid kit here!
That'll be another ability for the if they're ever gonna make it like a survivalist perk deck. Able to search through the corpses of either for ammunition, health packs of sorts, and it depends on the enemy too. Like if you search on a bulldozer, you should get at least some more armor protection or something. I mean, that'll be interesting. Or a grenade. It just makes things a lot more interesting. Definitely for the gameplay value.
Dog! Shield eliminated! Got the shield!
You know what, forget about the whole try and reload the whole thing empty at the same time. Or the whole thing. I always have a habit of doing like a manual reload. Every time I get a kill or when the coast is clear, I always do a manual reload. After all, you always want to have a full magazine before you go engage. After all, doing a manual reload saves you more time than doing an empty reload. But not all weapon does this. Like most of the LMGs, for example, it's like you're better off just fire all your rounds like a belt-fed weapon, like an M249 SAW or MG42. You're better off just fire all that all the way.
Medic sent to the morgue.
That's a sniper. Oh, that hurts.
Sniper dead.
Okay. That's right, shockproof.
Taser, stay back!
Good work, fellas. You're clear. You're making good progress, so get cracking. Give him hell, guys. They sure intend to treat you the same way. New units are rolling in. Now brace for it.
I got your back, guys. Got the medic! Taser spotted! Got the taser! Fire in the hole! Taser eliminated!
And I'm guessing in the films, John Wick is definitely more of a crits man, especially the attachment he has. And oh god, I forgot I need to grab 2 servers. Are you kidding me?
Drop it! Got the taser spotted!
Oh, look at you. You're so useless. I don't have to be afraid of you anymore. Or, I should say, more guarded. Because you can't do shit, Cloaker. Yeah, it's so sad. They removed one of the most powerful abilities, but made the Cloaker such a intimidating foe. Except you, Taser. You're still a dick.
Taser eliminated! Dozer!
I mean, for example, when you get kicked by, when you're playing Payday the Heist,
Dozer's here! Dozer out!
I wonder, do they take the bags of the server?
Drop it now! Drop the goods!
Well, he's a hitman. He really showed no mercy to anyone who stole his car and killed his precious dog.
Got the taser! Taser down! Fire in the hole! Got the shield! Shield eliminated!
Yeah, as I was saying, the Cloaker in Payday the Heist doesn't matter if you're playing solo or with other players. The Cloaker will kick you,
Got the taser!
but when you're playing solo in Payday 2, the Cloaker will never, ever attempt to kick you if you're either the last player alive or you're playing solo, in this case.
Drop the gun!
You know, I'll use this pistol light. I mean, match out for dark areas. Like this area, for example.
Good work back there. They'll be back for more, so don't mess around.
Eliminated the cloaker. Put him up!
Jesus. Christ, this all is over yet they're still pouring in.
Stay frosty.
Eliminate.
Like, do they not know the meaning of police assault ending or fading? Oh, it's basically Payday 2 in a nutshell.
Taser spotted. Taser eliminated. We pulled it off.
Oh, yep, there you go. So that's
Well, I
a...
guess the whole keep a low profile is now out of the question. On the other hand, even bad publicity is good publicity. And we got what we came for. Well done.
As I mentioned, so anytime if you're the last player alive or playing solo, just don't worry about the cloaker at all. Because he can't kick you down, he can't down you, so which is a good thing. But if you're playing Payday High solo, be wary of cloakers. Now we're on to day 3. See you then. Alright, welcome back for day 3 of Firestarter. So for the weapons, for the final weapon I'm going to choose is going to be the KSG and the HKP30L, John Wick signature pistol. And of course, I figured this final day
Time to burn some money.
it will be very fitting, just like in the film.
Found it.
So this is going to be very interesting indeed. So these are his... And of course you could probably, when you reload this pistol, you'll definitely probably recognize its pistol ammunition from the film.
I've got that thing to the vault door.
And he does that same cocking ammunition too. So I'll try to replicate it as much as possible. Of course, for the KSG, I pretty much have just a simple barrel. Like, usually it holds 14 shots in real life, so I didn't bother with a short barrel or long barrel. So I'm just gonna stick with the accurate possibility and going for the kill. And then we do the John Wick style of one bullet to the head. There we go.
Keep an eye on the civilians.
And let's... Oh, I totally forgot about the...
20 until police arrive.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about...
Down on the ground.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that objective. Oh my god. I play like Bank Heist so many times, you know, testing out builds and all that. I didn't really realize it. Well, that was very dumb on my part.
That should do it. You can place the drill now.
Well, usually, well, I guess that's usually what happens to John Wick. Especially if you get hit a couple times in the head, you know, concussed, you probably forget a few things. That's probably the case.
On the ground.
Looks like we're about to get busy.
Oh yeah, I need that.
Good thinking. Force will slow them down.
Beautiful, just like that. And of course, for the contractor pistol, when you compare it to the other pistol, like the M1911,
Get down.
or even the P226,
Shut up.
or even the Springfield XD pistol, they actually does it way better than this.
On the
Either by concealment and usually by their other attachment, like the other standard mags attachment,
ground.
don't really decrease their concealment, which is kind of strange. And some have offered better options with magazines. see inside, some of them either are larger or more to compare to the contractor. But after all, I don't really judge pistol by some of the stats and some of the advantage or disadvantage, but of course usually by, you know, just by playing it for fun. Of course, not a lot of weapons will be viable on the highest difficulty, but you can still make it work.
It's the turret!
It just won't be better than, you know, rest of the weapon in the arsenal, in the roster. Here's that street reload. Okay, this is where the KSG come to play.
Snipers are being brought in, people.
And of course that shotgun is sticking out of the door frame. Okay, I don't like your shields.
Got the shield! Medic, take it out! Fire in the hole! Shield down!
And of course the KSG is definitely one of my favorite shotguns. For loud stealth and even crits build. Mainly because it's just so good all around. It had lots of ammo, good consuming, really good variety of the attachments. And I also like the gun model. Of course, I have a lot of fun with this weapon in Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2.
Got the shield!
Especially in Black Ops 2 when it loaded with the slug round.
Sniper out!
Stopped. The cops disabled it.
Where I just have so much fun with it. Especially I love that they brought this weapon in Zombies in the map Origins. Which I'm very grateful for. And of course in Black Ops 3 and 4, they pretty much had the futuristic derivative of the weapon called the Argus,
Advantage of it now.
which is a lever action shotgun, but loads just like a slug, like in Zombies. And of course when you ADS, you actually have a tighter choke, which almost looks like a slug round.
Coming your way, gang. Chopper coming in. Proof, guys, proof.
Now, I know I do have a pistol skill to reload my weapon faster, but since John Wick is so familiar with pistols and all pistols almost reload almost the exact same way, I figure that will be no problem. Just give it at least one skill for the pistol. Over the other weapon, he probably does it different. Oh, really? Oh my god. The one thing I hate. Okay, probably won't survive as long. Oh my god. And disable it again. Yep. And that's a skulldozer. Yeah, anytime you hear Bane says the cops are disabling the drill, that means you had to repair them automatically, and it does not count as, you know, the drill jamming randomly on its own. So that is very annoying, especially if you don't have any drill skills or with bots with you. It gets very tedious.
Taser eliminated!
gonna grab for some first aid kit. There we go. I'll just put it right here.
Here's the first aid kit. Dozer's here. Dozer's dead.
Holy shit!
Taser eliminated.
I know I'm playing on Mayhem, but Jesus Christ, that took down way so fast with that dozer. I mean, every free shot, it destroys. Of course, I'm out of ammo. First, I destroy, you know, or remove his faceplate, then his visor, and then I just kill him either with my last weapon before I had to do a reload. So that was actually kind of cool. Let's say I could try replicate this with this dozer. Except I don't want
Got the
the
medic.
medic dozer in the way. Let me just shoot you in the body so I can. Okay, you know what? Are you leaving?
Don't let him up. Dozer! Got the taser! Shield down!
Please tell me there's no one over there.
Goddamn
Oh my god,
Dozer!
you just got back as I got back. Alright, go away.
You earned your chance
Please.
here. Don't waste it. Check your 6. Tougher spots are rolling in.
I couldn't even repair this, like, in 5 minutes. Alright, let's see how much we got left. Oh my god, 2 minutes. This is usually the time I could just leave right away. Okay, I gotta grab ammo.
Now give them hell.
Medic, take it out! Drop it! Dog! Drop it now! Taser! Got the taser! Drop it!
God, don't you cockblock me, you stupid shield.
Clover!
Oh my god. Of course they stopped it.
The drill is down. Cops all over it.
Oh shit, sniper. Oh, I see you.
Who the fuck are these? Drop it now!
Jesus Christ, this is... Damn. Man, I don't remember Bankai being this long. And it doesn't help I don't have any bots and repair without drill skills.
Drop it down! Go, sir! Fire in the hole! Shield down! Go, sir!
Hector wants this recorded. Don't ask.
Okay, can I grab that? I know it's kind of pointless. Oh, of course.
Goddamn dozer! Dozer out!
And now here comes the worst part. Trying to open this.
Fellas, I'm sure they'll come back for more, so use your time well now.
Okay, stop shooting at me. It's over. Make a tactical retreat if you have to.
Shoot him!
Oh, you! Pussy wussy.
The morgue.
Aren't you supposed to, you know, heal your teammates? Kind of ironic that you're a combat medic. Oh my god, okay, you know what, I've just had to... I'll place a drill just in case.
Don't die.
Well, it takes like 3 minutes. Please take me. None. You know what, I don't even have time. Oh, don't you dare kick the drill. I would be very upset if you do. Oh, thank God.
Burn it all. Most of it is marked anyway. The feds would be all over us.
Alright, time to make a... That look like I actually thermite this, the whole money, with the grenade. Hear it go off. And that's how the thermite does. And how it works. Alright, nice. The shield is actually up. I can use that as a little protection. Oh, of course I can't hit because of the shield.
Crime doesn't pay.
And the shield's gone.
Hands up! Drop it! Got the medic!
Alright, searching real quick. For a first aid kit, I'll just, you know, put it right here.
First aid kit here! Drop the gun!
Oh, funny, you actually pop
Cloak her down!
at the end. Usually they pop at the beginning when the person always starts.
And make a run for it, unless you want to
Oh yeah, I'm making a one for it now. And escaping it by surviving because of the plot armor. Yep, just like that. Holy god, that took way
FBI in
too
disarray.
long.
A lot of people about to get called into their boss's office. Mendoza crippled, and we're about to get paid.
This is usually the time it takes for me to lockpick all the deposit boxes without a saw and stuff.
The FBI and the Mendozas are now.
That was brutal. Especially all that kicking, jamming the drill, and repairing that long. So this was actually a very fun build to try. It's really interesting. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching, everyone. Until next time when I do even more with Chapter 2 of John Wick. Until then, farewell, and have a wonderful day.